The whole head is wrapped. You know what it means to be wrapped? Look at it. The head is wrapped. When you wrap, you have layers upon layers of darkness. So sometimes you feel you've dealt with it, just a layer. There's still more. So it takes aggressive and consistent work. No these are no peace. The devil is meticulous. When he wraps what he wraps, you need energy. You need work. You need fasting and prayer and intercession to wrap. And the whole earth is wrapped in darkness. And it's not just wrapping buildings and places. It's wrapping people, ministers, ministry gifts, the anointed ones. People are wrapped in sins. That once you are wrapped in that sin, you can't preach against it. Because those that you have touched with it will come out. The idea of sin around the altar is not just to make the minister ineffective, but to buy his silence. Because culture is destroyed when we speak the word and release life. So when we stay with God and we cry and fast in the place of consecration, and we look at the jabs that the devil is trying to throw at our soul, the way he wants us to compromise, we stand with the grace of God and on the grace of God that we have received, because we know that once you fall for it, then that particular thing becomes permissive, because the one who should address it is compromised. It takes a level of heartlessness or a level of death in your conscience to be doing it and preaching against it. But the devil knows that you fear God to some extent. So once you start doing it, you can't preach against it. In addressing it, you will address it in a way that even the devil will look out to addressing and say wisdom. Because you can no longer be direct. I'm saying there are things you will say, the devil will say you are smart. And his agents too will say you are wise. But only God knows. That's the seed of compromise. Nobody falls publicly. And when people fall privately for something, they are careful of touching it publicly. It's an open wound. Be careful. The devil wants to buy your silence so that he can ultimately buy your allegiance. That's what's going on. As we have the array, these are ministers preaching the gospel. A babe is not the youngest amongst them. The babe is the one who is the weak link through which the devil can penetrate the fold. This is a defense, shielding the church. Apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers. But once there's a gap, the devil will come in through the teaching of this person's compromise and enter the church. And all those who are victims of that attack become loyal members. The reason why you should keep crying to God that you will keep me in your will is because you don't want to be a loose hand in the move of God. And that's the reason why you pray for your pastors. Because the devil is much more interested in leaving all of you and focus on me, or focus on your pastor. So by the time he's damaged in that area, there's a girl he's touching in church. He can't speak against this. What does that mean? The woman whose husband is cheating can't get help because the pastor is doing it too. The girl that the boss is sleeping with, the pastor can't preach against it because he's doing it too. Once it breaks you in that area, everyone who is infected in that area will carry prolonged injuries till God find them another shepherd or till he mends you. And many times, the last I remember,